I got so triggered. So it says my sleep quality last night was 89%.
How to design your environment for success.
We move towards our dignity. Good morning. It's exactly 7 a.m. and I just finished doing my morning pages as well as the exercises that come with the morning pages. I woke up at 6:10 in the morning. As much as I usually try to wake up at like 6:30, I've decided to push that slightly. So I woke up at 6:10. I've been up since around then. I am working towards rebuilding my morning routines, so that's what we will be doing in this particular vlog. I am trying to, one, rebuild my habits, my good habits that I used to have, and I am trying to change my self-concept a bit. I think I mentioned this in the last vlog. So one of those things is I usually like to have a solid morning routine because that usually sets me up for the day. And then there's other routines that I like. I have multiple different routines, like the Sunday routine, which I did yesterday, which sets me up for starting a new week. So we'll do that, like we'll do a different video on what that looks like. So now the whole idea is like always trying to set myself up for the best outcome. Morning pages are basically an exercise that is part of the artist way, where you have to do 3 pages of freehand writing. It's like you're dumping all the thoughts that are in your head. Whatever you think, you put it in the page, whether it makes sense or it doesn't. You have to write 3 pages. And then every morning there's an exercise that I have to do. Because after each chapter, there's like 10 things, there's tasks that you're supposed to complete. These tasks are 10 in total. And so for me, what I do when I do my reading on Sunday, or what I was doing before, I'll tell you why I had to restart the artistry. What I was doing before is like after I read on Sunday, I would read all the tasks and assign them days. That way, when I wake up and I'm doing my morning pages on that day, I don't have to start thinking, which task do I feel like doing? Nope, I go and look. Today is Monday. Which tasks are marked as Monday? Then those are the tasks that I do. This is the third attempt of my artist way. The second attempt went really well, and then I got to week 8. And then the first assignment on week 8 was to go and reread what I was writing from week 1. And when I went to read week 1, from week 1 was like one of those really, it was one of those really, really dark moments in my life. So when I started reading what I had written, I got so triggered. Like it was very, very triggering. And I was like, okay, maybe day 2 was better. And then it was like, it wasn't. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to read this. And I literally closed down everything and I never picked that stuff up again. So I think because I was still like in a very random different place, I guess. It's interesting because right now I also last week I started rereading Atomic Habits. And for some random reason, I feel like the book is making a lot more sense now than it did the first time I started reading it. I think the first time I started reading Atomic Habits, I was reading to find out what these things are. But now I'm like, I feel like I'm reading with a purpose. So I'm on the lookout for things, and also maybe just where I am mentally right now is a lot better. Because now it was funny reading The Artist Way, the first chapter yesterday, and I'm realizing like what I was reading on Atomic Habits and what I'm reading in The Artist Way, they're like very collaborative. They're saying the same exact thing, and I'm like, so it's like very reassuring because in my head, as much as I had started these things before, I don't remember them being making this much sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, so yeah, we are going to try and rebuild my morning habits. Last week I was able to get back to, like, all of last week, other than, no, actually all of last week I did my morning routine. So this is basically the second week of me doing my morning routine and then trying to see what else do I want to add. So let's get started. Well, let's continue with this morning routine thing. One of the goals that I have is to sleep 8 hours every night. So I use this app. This app is called Sleep Cycle. Basically, what you do is when you're going to bed, you switch it on. If you want to have an alarm in the morning, you can set an alarm for what time you want to wake up. And then there's also, like, if you are someone who is prone to snoozing, there's this option they have where they give you a wake up window. So if you want to wake up at 6:30, you can put a window between 6 a.m. and 6:30 where it gives you, like, a gentle nudge into waking up. For me, I am not me. For me, once an alarm goes off, once I'm up, I'm up. I usually don't do as much as I've put it this time around, because I was naturally waking up at 6:30, and then now I put like a 20-minute window, but then I keep waking up at 6:10. Actually, if anything, I end up waking up before the alarm goes off, which is interesting. So once I'm used to waking up at 6 every day, what I'll do is, like, I switch over to the one that just scans as you're sleeping. So it tells you how you sleep. So it says my sleep quality last night was 89%. It even gives you a graph to show you in terms of movement. So it pays attention. It has like it uses basically uses a microphone, and then it, like, detects movement. If you are coughing in the middle of the night, it will tell you are coughing. If you are speaking in your sleep, or maybe someone called you and you were on your phone, you're like, blah, 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 it says talking. Like, it actually tells you what kind of movement was happening. So it's called Sleep Cycle. I would highly, highly recommend it. I've been using this app for the last, I think, almost 5 or so years. Yeah, over 5 years. And if you're someone who needs, like, rain sounds when they're sleeping, falling asleep, whatever, like, they have all that stuff. Sleep Cycle, one of the apps I would definitely, definitely recommend. The next one is called Fabulous. Fabulous is like a habit tracking app. You can use it to build routines that you want. If you're trying to build new habits, this app is really good for you. You create what they are and then you mark them, and then you can have, like, goals in terms of, like, if your goal is to, like, drink water every day, you can put it as a goal. If it's to have 3 meals a day, you put it as a goal. And then it also has, like, this coaching, which I do every morning and evening. And then you can say, if you want to say, like, you want to do a gratitude channel, blah blah. So, like, from, like, you can tell from last week I missed Friday, and if you've watched the last vlog, you know why I didn't end up doing my bedtime routine on Friday. So now I have my morning routine. So you create the number of routines that you want. So I have my morning routine. So this one's called the wake up routine. Then I have the Sunday reset one. I have a bedtime routine for evening, and then a work routine. So this one is if there's certain things that I want to do during the day when I'm working that are helpful, like making sure that I eat, taking, like, a short walk or stretching, because the idea is sometimes when you're just sitting down the whole time, it's not really good for you. So it's like, take a walk. So even if I'm at the office, I'll walk, like, from my desk, go all the way to the gate, and then come back. And that serves as, like, something. If you want to take time, like, during your day to, like, do your gratitude or something, you basically decide all those things. And the beauty of it is you can decide, it doesn't have to be big goals. You can even do, like, I want to make my bed every day. If you are someone who's trying to habit and it's not something you usually do, you just put it in there. One of the things that I believe is when you're trying to be more productive, even the small things like brushing your teeth, taking your supplements, put them in your to-do list, because anytime you mark something off the to-do list, it gives you, like, that dopamine hit. So you start associating doing that thing with a good as a good thing. So whenever you try, like, all the small things, have them in there. So I have finished my morning pages, which is the first thing always. So there's no lighting in here. Let me see if this is gonna help us even in the list bits. Point is you can see me. So now, from this point, what I usually do, After I do my morning pages, one of my goals is to drink water in the morning. As much as I drink my water during the day and towards the evening, I hardly drink water in the morning. So one of the goals that I've set is to drink water every morning. So I'm going to like do that. Then we'll go make my bed, and then I have to do my meditation, which I actually like to do. I make my bed and then do my meditation immediately because I lock myself in the room. Because if I sit here, the cats just flood me. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I have to get dressed, all that stuff. So let's go. Jojo is fast asleep. So you see, I was drinking water last night. You can decide how long you want it. Mine is usually about 2 hours. So every morning for 2 hours, I do like my morning routine, and then it sets me up. So if I'm working from home by 9, I'm seated down. If I am not working from home, then the option is to start like 30 minutes earlier. That way I also give myself enough time to get to the office, so that between 9 and 9:30, I'm still seated down and getting my work done. Let's drink some water. It doesn't even have to be a lot of water. So this is what I was drinking jana that I didn't finish because this is the water bottle that I've been using in the house. So just drink. So I'm going to refill this when I come to sit down because today we're working from home. I'm thinking Monday is going to be a work from home day unless I have meetings or anything of the sort. So I'm going to move all these books that I know I won't need right now. Also, I left them here last night to make sure like when I wake up, I just start and I don't have to move around looking for them. But naturally these days I've been keeping my notebooks here, the ones that I'm using instead of outside. This I won't move because I'll be reading it in a few. It's my morning read right now. So I move everything. Leave that there. Ah, yeah. Let's go make the bed. Yo, why is it so gray? Okay, it's early in the morning and it's been raining, but like, why? Okay, so now I look orange, but like, yeah, let's just do this. I had decided on what I was gonna wear. It's one of my things for the night before, but it looks really, really grey and very, very cold. So I don't think I want to wear that because it's just like it was a short dress. So now I'm thinking I want to wear like something warm, and I just realized I actually don't have like warm pants. Other than like my happy pants, I don't have like actual pants that are like nice and warm. You know, like those ones that are like with a heavy material that I can just wear while I'm chilling. Yeah, I don't have any of those. So now I need to figure out what we are going to do. Shuka. Shuka, kwenda huko. Sweater. Okay, we'll just wear knee tights. Because that's what we got. We have a t-shirt and a sweater, and I think I want to wear a jacket. It looks really, really cold. Or a hoodie. And it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain all morning. So there's this guided meditation. It's a 10-minute meditation that I like to do every morning. One, I love that it's like a black girl magic thing, and I do the same one every day. I'm not changing it. It's just like the idea is like for a great start to your morning. So that's what I'm gonna do now. There's times I do my meditation just before I read. There's times I do it just after my morning pages. And today, yeah, it's one of those days where it's just like I would rather just do it now because the weather is not giving. I'm feeling cold, and then we go do everything else. So I'm gonna get started on that. I will link the one that I use below. I'll have it in the description box in case anyone is interested in doing the same one. It's only 10 minutes long, so let's go.
Heart. Let yourself get into whatever position feels best right now. Tuning into your own breath.
You're pulling on my walls down.
Oh, sorry. Meditation done. This is why I do this with the door locked too, because the cats will just come and try to get my attention. Hi, Jojo. Come. What's up? Are you okay? Hi. It's all good. We got a feature? Huh? Are you okay? Let's go a feature. Okay. Another one bites the dust. Okay, so we've done our morning pages, we've drunk our water, we have done our meditation, we've made our bed. So, what are you doing? Next thing is it's usually to tidy up the kitchen, or tidy up the house, depending. Just the next one is usually tidying up. Yo, it's actually raining. Let's do it. The next one is usually tidying up. Because I usually do that before I shower because it involves touching cold water. And yeah, I'm coming. So, because I'm not taking a shower this morning, I'm working from home, so I'm not going to the office. And I showered Jana Gioni, so I will not be taking a shower this morning. I'll end up taking a shower at the end of the day after my work day is done. So, let's go wash. But it's like one bowl, one sufuria, one fork. So, let's go. So I fed the cats. I am fighting myself about the fact that I have to touch cold water. Let me start boiling water that I'm going to use to make a cup of tea because it's extremely cold. And also I can use this. Where are you going, Ziggy? It's cold and raining. Ziggy, you don't want to come inside? Huh? Don't be outside. It's cold outside, Fanny. I'm like, this weather is for Uji. Huh? Uji. Oh, it's actually not as cold as I thought it was going to be. I tried that lasagna soup. That's all over. That's all over TikTok. So it was really good. Really slapped. I am also going to make some hibiscus tea, and I need to leave because I'm using the dried leaves, I need to leave it doing the thing so we can make some tea right now. And then by the time I come back, the tea will have infused. If I have to warm it in the microwave because it has become cold, then we'll do that. So let's make some tea. So we'll leave that doing its thing. Why? You just saw that. The worst thing that can happen when it's raining, power just went out. Why? So power just went out. Good thing my laptop is charged, so you can get the editing going. Can get started with like the work that needs to happen today. But then if my laptop dies, then that's it. So I've noticed. So this is sunscreen. I mentioned it in the previous vlog.
It's said I don't like the scent. It leaves that gray cast. But the thing I noticed is if I just leave it, it actually like leaves a layer on the skin, and then just like it starts absorbing. So now I just like leave it, and then it just starts. It's like it dries, and it's not as gray and white anymore, but still a level of that like grayness. In a way I was like, oh, if we need to warm the tea in the microwave. Huh, what microwave? One that's not working anymore. Now that there's no, okay, can you hear that? There's wind, like it's very windy. I am so glad I am not going to the office this morning. I am so glad this is a decision I made yesterday. I leave it like that. I know I look like a ghost. The advantage of this is that it shows you everywhere you've applied and where you haven't applied. And then like after a while, it literally just like disappears. Jana, I did like a whole key layer. So I'm like, okay, for 400 bob, not bad. I'm feeling cold. Like my hands are now so cold because of the fact that I was touching water. So I'm gonna, now it's time to read. I don't want to read from out here. I wanted to read from inside so that I can cover myself with a blanket as I do my reading. Oh Lord. Ah. So I've also decided that I am going to wear like my robe, not the one I had, the other one, the heavy one, the Eskimo robe. I am feeling cold. I've also worn leg warmers and socks. You have to see. Because I am not taking any chances, especially because of the way my body has been feeling the last couple of weeks. Like I've been almost getting, it's been a wave. It's like I feel like I'm coming down with something, and then I'm off for like 2-3 days, and then I'm back to normal and nothing happens, and then it happens again. It has happened 3 times now, so that's a bit scary. Someone even told me to go get checked if I have pneumonia. I was like, what? So they're just like, yeah, if you can go get a test done, because they were saying like there's an experience that where it comes in waves, and then when it hits you really bad. And the reason I think they suggested this was I told them I've been getting like shivers where like I am feeling cold. I feel like I'm freezing, but if I touch my skin, it's like it's burning. It's on fire. So yeah, I'm not taking any chances. I'm really tempted to make uji. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna drink my tea and read. And then it's now 8, so it's been an hour. And then I read, then we sit down and get some work done. Oh my. I'm doing it inside. I don't care that there's no lighting. I'm not doing it out here. Sorry. Power is finally back. Yay. I just finished reading. I don't know the time. Where's my, I found out the time. 9:01. It's 9:01. So it's time for me to now sit at my desk and get my work done. Is there anything that I would have loved to do this morning that I've not done? Oh, let me mark all my things. So I usually don't have my phone until 9 a.m. So this is when I usually like mark. Oh, there's one thing I didn't do. Because I usually do this as I brush my teeth, my morning coaching. Let me listen to that. It's usually like about a minute. And then mark everything else. Ooh, did we tidy up? Yes. Did we do a bit? Yes. Now let's do our morning coaching. It's usually like just a random man telling me stuff. So
You've seen that heroic stem that grows between the cracks of a paved road. Its leaves unfurl to absorb sunlight and pass.
okay.
Or the valley
Let me do
flower
this.
takes root in a rain gutter high above the ground, only visible to those who look up. Stanford professor B.J. Fogg writes, "Plant a good seed in the right spot. It will grow without further coaxing. This is the way with habits. The environment determines behavior,
Ah,
not the other way around."
this is amazing. So he just said,
The world of without further coaxing. This is the way with habits. The environment determines behavior, not the other way around.
ah, yeah, he just said that. When I was reading the book this morning, that's literally where I ended it. Where, let me even, where is it? Context and context is Q. Literally, the part I've highlighted here, it says, if you want to make a habit a big part of your life, make the cue a big part of your environment. All these things are like hand in hand. Because this whole thing, it's how to design your environment for success. That was like the second last subtopic of the chapter I've read this morning. Like synchronicity, which is something that the other book talks about, the artistry. That's so amazing. Let me finish this. It's only a minute long.
The world.
There's some basic principles in the artist way that I have to read at least once a day. So I've decided, given the fact that like I have a very like motivational blah 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 morning, like my morning is very shuka nini yangu inazima alafu toka kwenda huko we nonsense. So there are 10 basic principles that I'm supposed to read at least. Unaenda wapi? I'm supposed to read them at least. Ziggy trying to sit in front of the camera. I'm supposed to read them at least once a day. So I am going to read them. There are 10. And it's just like basically it's about your creativity. So like the first one is creativity is the natural order of life. Life is energy, pure creative energy. So I just have to read them out loud. And before I used to read them in front of my mirror when I was doing it before. So that's what I'm gonna do. Kwenda. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, Shuka. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand in front of the mirror and I'm going to read this 10 out and infuse them into the body, and then I'll come and we can end this vlog and I can get started on my work day. Also, bringing back this girly. She's not been like here in a while. So anyway, I'm trying to stay as warm as I possibly can, especially because I'll be working from out here. I'm also thinking if I need extra help, I'll be carrying my blankie, my throw blanket, and come sit with you over here so that I don't feel cold. This is pretty warm. I literally have a hoodie, I have a sweater, I have a t-shirt, and then I have my tights, I have my leg warmers, and I have socks. Yeah, dedication. Creativity is the natural order of life. Life is energy, pure creative energy. There's an underlying, indwelling creative force. As we open our creative channel to the Creator and Source, as we move towards our dreams, we move towards our dignity. Yay! Denzo! Morning routine done. Now it's time to start the work routine. Thank you for watching this vlog. Thank you for so now you have to also keep me in check, please, and thank you. Keep me in check. Ask me how my habits are going. If I don't show them like in weekly vlogs or whatever, just point that out and be like, Muthoni, are you slacking or Yeah, I want to keep going because I used to feel so good when I'd do these things in the morning, and then like I'd have a good day regardless of what was happening. I'd be like, it would be easier to cruise through it and stuff. So I know like the importance of having good habits, and they will also lead me to like the things that I want out of this life instead of, because the thing is, the habits that you have are the reason where you are, because they take you there. So if you want to be somewhere else, then you have to change those habits. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to also check out the podcast page. We have some awesome content going up on that side as well. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next vlog. Bye bye.